411 with Shantia B. We got a lot of people in the studio today.
Too many.
Got a lot. We got Kayla in the building.
Yo.
You got Kevin in the building.
What's up?
You got John Freddy.
What's
John
up?
Freddy here. I don't know. I'm going to go you, John.
Word. John,
You got
Her John.
John.
Yeah.
You got everybody in the building today.
Word.
So if you guys just all want to go around and basically say your name and where you're from.
Well, my name is Kayla. I'm from Roselle, Jersey. And I transferred here from Union County College.
Dope.
My name's Kevin, also known as Kev the Suspect. I'm from Elizabeth, New Jersey.
Wait, I gotta pause you real quick. Why is your name Kev the Suspect?
It's just stuck on to me, honestly.
Tag
But it gives you a suspicion of my work, you know? So,
Okay.
keeps you wondering.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Well, this is a returning guest back from the 411 with Shantia B. He was here last year. Now we knew back in direct.
Yes. What's up? John Freddy, Hurt John from Elizabeth, New Jersey, coming out of the Hurt John movement, Hot 97, the movement featuring Juicy and everybody else involved. What's up?
Okay.
Yeah, he came back now. Now he got the introduction down on lock.
Yeah.
So, starting with you guys that don't know, these are all painters, and we have a poet that's here. The first two that spoke were painters, the other one is a poet. Now, we'll start with you, Kayla. What made you want to start painting?
Well, I feel like I always had it in me because my mother, she's an artist. So I feel like I kind of inherited it. And then one day I just picked up a pencil and I started drawing because it started out with drawing first. And then it just progressed into me painting, and I kind of like painting more. So I just kind of stuck with it. And I'm definitely trying to get better, so I keep at it.
Definitely. What about you?
That's nice. I actually grew up pretty much off the inspiration of Salvador Dali, the master himself, you know. And pretty much I was into drawing ever since as far as I can remember. And I remember probably about 2 to 3 years ago is when I actually found myself as an artist. I started doing portraits, like my hyperrealism work and stuff. And then last year in May, I did my transition into painting. And it's been history in the making ever since, you know. Like, I'm just trying to tell my story through pigment and canvas, you know.
Definitely.
Right.
Anybody?
True.
I'm just a writer. Well, long story short, I've been here before, but I'm here for y'all. And as a writer and poet, I feel like any little successes, I feel like I have to get back to the community, and that's why we're all here.
Definitely. So, do you think elementary was the real point of you finding your craft, or do you think you found it more at a younger age? Whoever wants to go first.
Well, I didn't find it at a younger age at all. Probably it told me when I was 8 or 9 that I was going to be painting and I was going to call myself an artist and I was going to be the way that I am. I probably wouldn't have believed you. But probably I want to say around the same time Kev said, 3 or 4 years ago, I found myself becoming that.
Definitely. Yeah.
Can you repeat the question again?
When did you really find your craft for art? Was it more in elementary or high school?
I've actually I've always appreciated art as a young kid, you know, and then I developed a love for it, and then it was just a matter of taking it into my own hands and creating and mastering this craft, which we call painting.
Definitely. So what do you think was the first painting? Do you remember the first thing you drew?
Yeah, it was actually pretty much a constant battle between self, and it was just pretty much me going through balancing the pros and cons within myself, and pretty much just showing that everybody has split personalities and whatnot, and how life weighs you down. But the title of that work is actually called Vehemence of Split Personalities. In other words, intensity of split personalities.
Definitely, for sure. So what about you? Do you think was your first painting that you really found your true passion for it?
Wow, that was a while ago. I'm really trying to. I know I couldn't remember my first drawing that I really liked. That I really banged with. It was this sick drawing man with his hands holding his mouth, just opening it real wide, almost to the point where you you would look at it and see that it would rip, his mouth would rip in half. And I drew it and I thought it was real sick, and I was wow, this is dope. This is dope. So I just wanted to expand it from there, and I'm okay, let me see what I could do with this.
So have you done are you guys able to if you see someone just sitting down on the street, and just seeing them like drink a cup of coffee, like are you able to draw them, or like you more of like drawing sunsets and more like figures you actually see like on like a computer?
Well, like of course, people watching. It's always good to do still life. But I mean, as far as drawing it, I wouldn't really pick up a pencil and sketch out. I'd rather sketch out my subconscious reality and pretty much just put that on paper, so that way I don't forget the idea. You know, uh, I like drawing from life and stuff like that, but there's no real meaning to me for it. Like I feel like expressing yourself subconsciously is the best way to actually portray yourself as an artist.
Definitely.
I definitely agree with Kev. Like, he's more experienced than me in that department because one thing I cannot do is like think about something and then just draw it out. Like, I always have to use like some type of model, and even then, I don't even draw it exactly alike. I just use it for kind of like just so I can see what I'm drawing, just so I know, okay, well, this goes here and that goes there. So, and then after that, I just put my own twist on it. And see what I come up with.
Have you guys ever had any personal experiences that like something traumatic has happened in your life and like you just took all that energy and poured it out into a painting?
Excuse me, say that again?
Like, have you ever had a traumatic experience or like something very sad or emotional in your life where you had to take that and put it onto a painting and like you didn't even like have an idea, just whatever you felt just spoke through the painting?
A lot of my work is somewhat premeditated, but at the same time, it's freestyle. So it's whatever I feel at the moment, or whatever I feel looks right on the canvas, what would make it pop out, or whatever I feel like doesn't look right, I'll go over, and it's just pretty much enjoying the process. But of course, it has to do with a lot of livelihood experiences. You know, I feel like I put a lot of my thoughts, feelings, and experiences out on the canvas. You know, like I really want to tell you my story, but as well relate to you. You know.
Gotcha.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool. Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem.
When you guys finish your paintings, do you find yourself looking back at the paintings as someone who you evolved from, or is it like almost like reconnecting with the subconscious, what you say you initially paint from?
Okay.
Like, do you change after the paintings?
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely a way to recover. I feel like art is really a therapy to us artists, and it's just pretty much whatever experiences we're laying out on the canvas. You know, is definitely a lesson that we've learned or a lesson that we've seen somebody else learn, and it's just pretty much observing from a third world perspective. You know.
So we have Kevin, John, and Kayla in the building for the 411 with Shantia B. Any questions you have? We may have them do maybe a little freestyle art painting. Maybe we'll do a little game. They could do an art portrait in 10 minutes, and then we'll see and how everything comes out. So stay tuned for that. Any questions you have, tweet at WSPR Radio, and stay tuned. 411 with Shantia B is playing some Nas Daughters.
Yeah.
That did that performance so great at the All-Star game. Y'all watch that?
Yeah.
The beginning?
I didn't.
Oh, come on. You're killing me. Nas killed it. But moving on, we're here for you guys because we have Kayla and Kevin here and John for the Hurt John Experience sponsored by Hot 97, so Drewski. And we are here for the event. It is coming up February 22nd at the Dulce Lounge from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. $10.
Yeah.
It can't get no better than that.
I don't think so.
$10?
Yeah,
Like,
it
come
really
on.
can. Like, it really can.
That 10, that ain't nothing.
Like,
People be here at 55. Oh, and then 65 for VIP. VIP want to get one little section of what, a mimosa?
Right.
Come on. Come on. You know it's true. I this week with All Star, I saw a lot of flyers. A lot of them were like, yeah, you know, we have celebrities coming out, this and that, VIP exclusive, ball served through like, and then you just all in the cut pack like this, and then you just barely let them perform because there's 50 people on stage,
Right.
and then you're not even enjoying yourself.
That's true.
So you're better off coming to something like this with some real dope talent.
Yes.
And having to perform.
And it's grassroots. Like this is from the bottom all the way to the top. Like, it was just an idea at one point. Then from an idea, it became a shared idea amongst artists, and then at that point, then we had to prove to our families that we were taking this serious. And then once the families start appreciating it, then we feel more comfortable in advocating that we're artists. And then the community starts getting in. Then there's a network, and then that network starts procreating, and then eventually New Jersey doesn't have anything, so they're gonna start looking at us like, huh? When I think about art, I think about those kids.
Right.
Just like the '80s, I always say that, like with New York, Basquiat, Madonna, and John Michel Basquiat came from the same movement. They were going to the same parties, they were going to the same networking events, and because of them coming together, they actually helped one another get to that plateau. And it's the same initiative. Like history repeats itself. It's just happening in Jersey at this point.
Absolutely, I definitely feel. I think I'm not from Jersey, but I definitely being in Jersey for over a year now. I think that people underestimate New Jersey, and they don't realize the amount of talent that's in here. People just hear about what they see on the news, on television, and breaking news. They take that and just automatically think there's nothing there for Jersey. When you have people like you and yourselves here, just really having some dope talent, and really have something to express to the people, I think it's really dope that you're definitely giving everyone a platform to do that. So going into the audition process, because this wasn't just 1, 2, 3 step, it was a process to get there. So how was it for? I'm assuming, or I may be wrong, it's a little bit easier for you guys to get because you guys are artists, but maybe for the rappers and the singers, a little bit more difficult. So how was it for you guys to express your work? To whoever wants to go first.
Well, I actually for the auditions, I brought in the piece that I was describing earlier. And pretty much, I just left it open to the viewers, pretty much letting them get their own perceptions and stuff like that. Sometimes I like to break down my pieces, but I like to hear everybody else's perspective first. Like, what did you feel from it, or like, what did you learn from this? Like, what did you take out of this? Like, you took something from me, so I want to know. It's like,
right.
Like I highly believe that you got to give to get, and then you have to give back.
Definitely.
So it's like it's me giving you my experience for you to give me your perspective.
For sure. What was the greatest piece of advice or information someone told you about your work?
Oh man, I feel like it's all around the same topic. It's just like pretty much you just keep going with it. Like everybody's just like pretty much just blown away with the technique and the amount of time that I put into it. It's like when they hear that it takes me about a month or two to like create just one piece, it really shocks them because of the fact that it's just like, wow, really, like you sat for 2 hours, like 2 hours each day or each night, or working restless nights, and you're creating these pieces where like it really touches you, like it really touches the viewers. And it's pretty much, as far as advice, pretty much just keep it moving forward. It's like never look back and stuff like that. Like I always get it from several people.
Yeah, literally just off air before we came back on to the show, he showed me some of his work, and I asked him, how long did it take you to do that? Me in my head, I'm thinking, maybe 2.5 hours, 3. He's like, a month. I'm like, what? A month? I'm like, but you could definitely tell, like, by the way, we're going to post some pictures up on the WFPR page in a minute, but you could definitely see how his work definitely takes time. So, no problem. So, what about you?
For me, as far as the audition part, well, I actually went to my homie Yaya event. Shout outs to OTW Threads. Go follow their page. And she put me on like, yo, I have a friend John, like, you gotta go talk to him. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I don't really be talking to people like that. So when I spoke to John, he was really cool, and I told him I painted. He was like, let me see some of your work. So I showed him. He was like, yo, you got potential. Like, I like it. Like, you should be in this show. You should do this. Like, this would be you. And I thought about it, and I'm like, I wanted this. And it was crazy how he came to me and told me about it, because I really, really wanted this, like, for mad long. And I just was like, you know what? Because I'm shy, kind of. I know a lot of people probably like, no, she's
I mean,
not,
but they're like, no, not really.
I really am, though. For real, I am. So I was just like, you know what? I gotta break out of that, and I gotta do this. And I just was like, okay. I had that in my head, and I just ran with it. And what was the other question you asked? Can you repeat that?
Best advice.
Yeah, thank you.
The best advice. Well, okay. Well, when my mom tells me my work is good, it's not just like, it's different. It's not just like, oh, that's good because, like, it's something that they can do. My mom is an actual artist. She went to FIT, and her major was illustration. So when she tell me it's good, like, I really believe that. Like, I really know that, like, she must be feeling what I'm doing.
For sure.
And then when people tell me, like, yo, looking at your work makes me want to paint, makes me want to study it, makes me want to see what I can do to get myself to where you are. And I'm just like, wow.
Everybody feels like everything.
Yeah, exactly. Because I just feel as though, like, when I look at my stuff, I have a habit of doubting my work. So when people give that to me, I'm like, wow, you really think that? Like, that's amazing to me. So
I could definitely relate to that because sometimes, like, you'll spend so much time on something and you'll look back at it, you'll just be like, you know what? This is, like, probably so whack. Like, I don't know what anybody's talking about. Like, they're just gassing me up. But then, like, sometimes you have to really take back and be like, wow, like, people really think I'm dope. Sometimes people don't say, like, you don't want to gas you up, but I definitely believe you have to give yourself confidence. Cause I think people get confidence and cockiness confused. Because it's okay to say, you know what? You know, I did a damn good job on this. And it's okay to say that, but it doesn't mean you have to say it, like, throw it everywhere on Twitter 5 times in a row. Well, you know, I just posted this up and did this. You don't have to do, you don't have to be like, yeah, well, I just did this and that. Like, you don't have to do all that, but at least give yourself the recognition and knowing that you actually posted and did some dope work.
Exactly.
Definitely. So how many people are a part of, not the Her Job movement, but the experience, like the show itself? You guys know the number?
There's about, roughly, put it like this, there's like over 150 paintings.
Wow.
And there's about 10 poets on the second floor. Not even that.
Oh, wait, hold up. So this is split up in floors.
Yeah. Okay, so when you come to the experience, you'll initially go to the second floor from 8 to 11 or 8 to 10:30. And then from there, you'll get to network and meet different artists, communing. There's cake artists, there's face painters, there's body painters, there's painters like here today. Then there's going to be a mini show, which is going to be dedicated to poetry, so you can enjoy yourself. Since it's an intimate area, we can lock in and we can actually listen to the words. Then at 10:30, once everybody meets each other, once everybody's done buying clothes, networking, we go downstairs, and then that's when the loud, like, showcase starts with Drewski, and then that's when the artists start qualifying themselves to earn themselves a spot on the Dean's List tour, which is it's probably going to be Rutgers. And they get to perform there. So,
and there was just a show in NYU a couple of days ago in Nassau Community College.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was dope, man. It's crazy how they accept you. Like, they're really accepting. Like, Dean's List Tour has already established itself as some way, like, they might not have seen the artist, but they accept them. It's like, all right, we know these are the kids that tried out, and they, only 500 people tried out, but only like 25 made it. So they accept us as, artists who are taking it serious, and that's the same thing that the Her Job movement is. That we're just trying to get artists that really believe in what they're doing and have, something they want to do it for the rest of their life. It's not just it's a lifestyle.
Right, and I think that's always the joke, because unfortunately, a lot of stuff for people are very temporary, and no one understands the concept of really doing something and sticking to it and being serious about it. So I think it's always great to start young, well, not like young, but right in the middle, like your idea, but you know what you want to do with your life. And then you just pick them up and just really place them into something where they know, like, they want to do it, and then just put them all around dope people. I think that's what a lot of generation, I don't say our generation, but, like, just in general, a lot of people are missing. People I feel like, are losing the drive. I think they get blindsided by what's on Instagram and Twitter. They see that, and they see people shooting up so quick. Now, okay, I have to do that, and they'll do anything to get there. But then once they do, they realize, like, wow, like, there's actually work. There's actually stuff you have to do, and they look stupid. So I think it's definitely dope that artists and poets and singers definitely get that platform to do it.
Especially with Instagram, like, it desensitizes feeling. Like, we compare ourselves against people that are manufacturing their smiles. So, like, we start feeling bad about ourselves. Like, damn, I'm not as happy as this person. Or I'm not that successful, when they only promote their good times.
Exactly.
They're not telling you.
Right.
So then it causes a distance between people, where you start, diving into your own feelings and feeling worse about yourself than what you really are contributing. And at the end of the day, that's why what's the real problem is the disconnect. It's the lack of communication. It's the lack of understanding that what this person says or is going through, I've already gone through, or I'm going through right now. Like, I look at Kevin's paintings, and it's like he's describing aesthetically how I felt in relationships through love, because his themes, like, one of his themes is mind control or mind appreciation. It's up to the viewer to get that subjective understanding. And there's a female digging into the guy's head, and it's either a female who loves a man's mind, which I've gone through, but then it's also a depiction to me of a woman manipulating the mind once a man lets it in. So it's like, it's a double, like, there's a whole bunch of stories you can read.
Right.
These stories are the same things that I give in my poetry. It's the same thing that a rapper gives, in his bars. Like, it's the same. There's no difference. It's just we're all creative, just with different paintbrushes. Like, just feeling the same emotions.
And I think that's dope that you could always, there could be always somebody painting, but it's the way you interpret it.
Yeah.
And that's me. Because, like, if I saw that painting, I probably would think it the first way you thought about it. I wouldn't even think go that deep into the manipulation and all. But some people are really like that. Unfortunately, that's how it is. So
It goes by experience.
Oh, for sure. Definitely. So we got the Her John Experience artists and painters in the building. If you have any questions, tweet us at WSPR Radio. We're going to play a little bit more music for you, and then we're still going to get this painting going. Well, not painting. We don't have the proper tools.
But we're raffling them off. So,
yes.
yes.
We're going to raffle some stuff off. So we're going to get right back to the show, and we're going to get some artwork, and we'll be right back. 4-1 with Shantia B. Quick, short break real quick. So John trying to get all the little insight. He trying to be a little flash promotions today, trying to get the video all up on IG.
And it's like I'm writing on myself.
So we back live with the 411 with Shantia B. And, you know, we have artists here, so it's only right that we have them draw something. So we are going to, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do is I'm going to play a song, and when we're going to go to commercial break, when that song is over, whatever they're done, that's what they have. So that's what we're gonna do. So yep. So I'm gonna give you guys. You know what? I'm not gonna tell you what song it is. I'm just gonna say the song is 5 minutes and 8 seconds.
Okay.
So y'all got a little bit of time to do it. So we're gonna have you guys. He's taking his jacket off. He's like, I'm getting ready. All right. So we're gonna have you guys paint something. We're gonna give you guys 5 minutes. It could be whatever you guys want. I don't know. I'm not going to put you guys no limits. What you guys going to do. And we're going to do this. And then when we get right back, we're going to post the pictures on Twitter. And we're going to let you guys see how it is. So, ready?
Legends in the making.
Set, right?
Get it.
Go. We'll be back.
Lightheaded off the sun.
I just want to take it out of town and look around and say, look down.
4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Mark her down. Mark her down.
You see me trying to get the shading and stuff.
So, yep, that was our little. He's sneaking.
Yeah.
So
You can't stop us like that, yeah. You can't stop us like that.
So we gave y'all 5 minutes. So we're gonna post the pictures up on Twitter and IG for you guys to see after the show. But you want to describe, whoever wants to go, Kayla, have one describe what you drew?
All right. So we was listening to Window Seat. Everybody know that video. Everybody knows that video. But yeah. So it kind of put me in a place where, being that she was saying she just want to take it out of town. So I kind of drew a woman. It looks like she got her legs crossed and she's sitting on the seat. And the idea of it was to have her sitting next to like a window on a plane, but you know, I didn't have that much time. So.
That's nice. I like it.
Thank you.
What about you?
Well, as like I told you, I always like to create out of my subconscious mindset. So what we have here is pretty much just one face pretty much going through 2 emotions. So it's pretty much just showing that there's balance when it all comes together, you know. But you get to see somewhat. I mean, the ideas develop very slowly, you know.
Yeah.
But as the process goes, that's where the actual like description and like meaning actually comes out.
Wow. That's nice. Oh, y'all are so deep with
Yeah.
everything. I respect it. I respect it. We have like only 3 minutes left on the show.
Wow. Time for.
I told you it wouldn't be that bad. She was so nervous. I'm like, it wasn't that.
Before. I didn't know what to expect.
Listen, it's so. It's not. I'm not gonna say so easy, but it's nice. It's, you know, it's nothing too crazy. You know, just good conversation. So. Thank you guys for coming in today.
No, I appreciate you having us.
Can I say something before we?
Oh yeah.
Cool. Okay, so this goes out to John for real. Like, I really appreciate you like putting me a part of this experience. Like, I feel like this is going to open a lot of doors for me, and I think it's amazing how I'm a part of it, and I get to see what other people where people's minds are, and it'll give me some insight on what I could do next. So I appreciate it.
I appreciate you.
I second that.
Word. Appreciate you. Too. And I appreciate you, Shantia, for having us.
Word. Appreciate you.
No problem. You guys make my job a lot easier. Just having dope people. I always make sure I find dope people just to come in and just show off their talent. You guys all definitely do that. So it was my pleasure to have you guys come here today. Despite snow, whatever the weather is, y'all held it down. Whatever that's, I don't even know what that weather is. Whatever, y'all came here, held it down, and definitely did a great job. So we have the Hurt John Experience, Dulce Lounge
But it's spelled.
I've been saying it wrong the whole time. I'm thinking Dolce. What is it? Dolce and Gabbana? Yeah, Dolce. That's what I'm thinking. Dolce Lounge in Jersey. What part of Jersey?
Elizabeth, New Jersey.
Elizabeth.
It's close, y'all. Y'all better come out, support, see some fans.
February 22nd. $10.
$10. That's it.
9 p.m. to 1 a.m.
Face
Best
painting.
in art.
Best of art. Face painting. Body painting. Cake artists. Nude people. With
Cake
painting.
artists?
Yes. Everything. Like
Yes,
cake artists.
that's amazing.
Edible arrangements. People that get creative with
Oh,
that.
wow. I didn't even know
That's
that.
dope.
Crazy.
See, now, you gonna make me come back to Jersey early.
Word.
That's definitely dope.
That's gonna be cool.
Any other information you want to share? Any exclusive? I know you have. You're selling beanies.
Yes.
Anything you wanna
Yeah,
promote?
you get, well, like I said, the Hurt Y'all movement is more or less just to support and upkeep the performing arts. So this is how it works. You can either support now at hurtjohn.com, get a beanie for $20, which grants you free access to the next 2 shows. At the door, it's $10. So if you come to the show and you support, I'd rather you come and let me see your presence and get 50% off from the beanie and just pay $10. So either way, you're paying $20. But either way, you're supporting us. If you get a beanie, you come to the shows for free. If you come to the show, I'm cutting the price just so you paid your $20 and you walk out with a beanie. And you really just come out with the experience.
Definitely. He has all colors, y'all. He has pink. He has teal, orange. Yellow.
Mustard yellow.
See?
Black.
Look, almost got
It's
every.
cool. And you become a official supporter. Like, it gives you free access. It's like, all right, you bought a Scully for us? Man, you one of us. It's because painters don't pay. So, we're good. Everybody's good.
Dope, for real. And you guys want to, you have to shout out your Twitter and your Instagram. Everybody can see your dope work. So you guys want to give it.
Well, my Twitter is @SayK, 2 Y's after the K _ and my Instagram is Red Lip Stoner. See some of my paintings, go support.
Well, as you know, my name is Kevin Landoverdi, also known as The Suspect. My Instagram is just as is, Kev The Suspect. Everything's proper.
Yes,
Make sure you go check that out.
Yeah. Yo, these Sweet 16s are for girls that never got to feel like queens, that never got to see their dreams because they got pregnant at 17. But like Socrates, I question why I like the photography. She don't play though when it comes to anything about astrology. No apologies. My life don't revolve around the sun, and better than yet, yours seems to revolve around the tongue. Touches in the Civic, feeling like it's a Lexus. Problems line up, disappear like Tetris. Don't be reckless, regret just takes seconds. Like that one dude that still got naked pictures of your exes. Who's next on my checklist? Just come, just give me another second. Or come see me February 22nd at the Hurt John Experience.
We even asked to drop nothing. He just dropped that heat for y'all.
Yeah, I'd rather give y'all my talent. But thank you. I appreciate y'all. Hurt John Pro is the collective Instagram for everybody. If you have a passion, hashtag Hurt John so we know what you're doing and it gives you more chances to be in the show. Like, it doesn't matter. You don't even have to be in the shows. Like, you paint, you creating, you have a statue, put hashtag Hurt John. Like, we want everybody to look in and be able to see, oh, this is what's going on in this world. Like, these are the kids that we have to be looking out for. So, thank you once again. I appreciate that. So,
for real, thank you. This is the fall of the